Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will see Jujutsu Kaisen Shibuya Incident, Season 3, and Gojo's fate. Shibuya was not a battle, it was an execution. On October 31st, curses didn't just attack the city, they took control of it. Civilians were trapped underground, screaming in the dark, while above them the strongest sorcerer alive walked in alone. Satoru Gojo didn't enter Shibuya to show off his power. He entered because if he didn't, everyone would die. For a few impossible minutes, Gojo proved why the world depended on him. Surrounded by transfigured humans and special-grade curses, he fought with perfect control, never losing sight of the people he was trying to protect. But that compassion was exactly what his enemies were waiting for. Kenjaku appeared wearing the face of Suguru Geto, a friend Gojo had already killed with his own hands. That single moment of shock was all it took. The prison realm closed, and in an instant, the balance of the Jujutsu world collapsed. The strongest was gone, and no one was strong enough to replace him. What followed was not heroism, it was loss. Nanami kept walking forward even as his body burned, refusing to stop until his last breath. Nobara fell in front of Yuji, her fate left uncertain, her smile haunting him long after. And then, Sukuna was unleashed. Using Yuji's body, he erased entire city blocks, killing thousands in minutes. Yuji survived, but survival was the cruelest punishment. He lived, knowing every scream came from his own hands. Shibuya destroyed the idea of victory. There were no winners, only people who managed to stay alive. After that night, Yuji stopped seeing himself as a person. He became a tool, a cog meant to keep moving until it broke. Megumi began walking a darker path, unaware that Sukuna was already watching him, already planning to use him. And the curses grew quieter, not because they were gone, but because something worse was coming. That future arrives in Season 3 with the culling game, a ritual designed not to test strength, but to erase mercy. Sorcerers and civilians are forced to kill or be killed, all to fulfill Kenjaku's vision of human evolution. This is not a tournament arc, it's a slow descent into cruelty, where survival demands sacrifice. The culling game was never meant to be fair. It wasn't even meant to be won. It was a cage built around humanity, designed to force people to reveal who they truly were when survival demanded blood. Across Japan, invisible barriers rose, turning cities into slaughter grounds. Inside them, sorcerers from different eras awakened. Civilians were dragged into a war they never agreed to fight, and the only rule that mattered was simple: kill or disappear. Kenjaku didn't want chaos for its own sake. He wanted pressure, fear, desperation. He believed that only by pushing humans to the edge could cursed energy evolve into something greater. The culling game was his experiment, and every death was data. Yuji Itadori entered this world already broken. He didn't fight to win. He fought because stopping meant more people would die. For a moment, fans believed hope would return when Gojo was finally unsealed. The strongest sorcerer stood once more beneath the open sky, and the world felt safe again. But Jujutsu Kaisen does not believe in safety. Gojo's final battle against Sukuna was not about skill or power. It was about a world that had already moved on. Sukuna learned. He adapted. And with a slash that cut through space itself, he bypassed infinity, the one thing that had always protected Gojo. Satoru Gojo died without saving anyone. No last stand, no miracle, just silence. His death wasn't meant to shock. It was meant to hurt. Because Gojo represented certainty in a story built on fear. And once he was gone, Jujutsu Kaisen became what it was always meant to be. A world where strength cannot protect everyone, and sacrifice doesn't guarantee meaning. Shibuya was the fall. Season 3 is the aftermath. And what comes next will demand everything that's left.